What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can read from the title above, below, or wherever you're reading it, today is going to be a story time. I stopped doing story times because I don't really have eventful things happening in my life. I really don't be having nothing to tell you guys when there is some chisme I have to tell you, and Halloween night was an experience. I ended up in the hospital, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But if you guys are here for the story time, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys are returning subscribers, hi, hey bitch, how are you doing? Y'all liking this new hair? It's a little Ariana moment. It's a I don't know me. You know, it's one of those moments. So I'm feeling it. If you are a new viewer, hi, I'm Jazlynn Westbrook. If you want to subscribe, click that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, as well as returning subscribers. But let's get right into the story time. It is very cold outside, and I have this big ass sweater on. It's like an Ariana Grande sweater, so it matched the hair. So I was just like, you know what, why not? I thrifted this about a year ago and I never wore it, and I decided to bring it out this year. If you guys want me to do a thrift store haul, I can do that for you guys, as well as clothing haul videos. Let me know. I'm just rambling. Let's get into the story. So I stopped dressing up for Halloween and going out for Halloween when I was about 16 going on 17. So that was when I was first transitioning, kind of, or more so wearing makeup as a boy, quote unquote, because yes, I am transgender. So once I fully transitioned, I never did anything for Halloween. I would just chill in my bed and watch scary movies, as I should, you know, because it's spooky season. And I've got my chi-chis done. I was like, I want to finally like dress up. I want to, you know, feel my fantasy, since I can, you know, finally feel somewhat complete or look how I want to look for Halloween. I don't want to just dress up as like a little schoolgirl with the body that I had, or anything that I wanted to dress up as. You guys get what I'm talking about. You just wanted to feel your fantasy with your new boobs, because it's my first time, you know, it's just a first for everything. So what do? I hit up my best friends Michaela and Mario, and they are always with me. We hang out almost every single day, and we were like, what do we want to do for Halloween? So we were like plotting and scheming on what to do for Halloween, and we could not come up with anything but a party. And if you guys don't know from my story times, I do go to parties occasionally. I'm not like a, you know, huge partier. I go to raves if I do anything, you know, crazy. Mario and Michaela, they're super homebodies. We just stay home, smoke our blunts, and talk our shit, you know. You'll meet them eventually, but you guys get what I'm talking about. So there is this flyer for this house party, and it is a big event. Everybody's been talking about it months before October even came, so we were down to go to this party. We were getting prepared, me and Mario. We were doing our makeup while I was doing his makeup and I was doing mine. We were doing matching clown makeup. I don't even know. Michaela and Mark were the ones bringing the alcohol, and I do not condone underage drinking. If you are not 21, do not do that, but this is my personal experience. I'm sorry if you don't like what I do. I did it, and it is what it is, you know? So they brought bottles. We were going to be drinking at the party. I brought some blunts, because you guys know me, I have to stay faded as fuck. So Mark and Michaela pull up, and we just hop in the car. We aren't drinking yet because we're going to smoke shop, because I need to pick up some wraps. So I was in this smoke shop. They had edibles at the checkout, and I was like, oh my god, Mark is 21. Let me just give him this cash and cop me some edibles. So we copped some little gummies. It was like a pack, yay big, and we were gonna have that for the night as well. So right when we bought that, we got our wraps, and then we got the edibles. We headed to the car, and then we all just started munching on some edibles. Lord knows we didn't check the amount of, you know, whatever was in it, but I am going to make sure I put it down right here, because I know the pack and I know what I got, so I'll just leave that in there. But we were just munching on them, and it was a pretty big bag, like I said, and then me and Mario were taking shots in the back. Now, I believe we were drinking Amsterdam. So now me and Mario already smoked while we were getting ready. So we were already a little bit faded. And then we started drinking in the back seat. So we were just sipping on some shots, and we had some chasers. When I tell you, me and Mario took one too many shots. We were crunk in the back before we even got to the party. So when we pulled up to the party, There was no parking. If you guys know house parties, there is no parking anywhere. You cannot get a park for nothing. You have to park mad far and then walk to the location, because we were a little bit late, you know, because we was fashionably late, you know, something slight. We was pulling up slightly and politely. We wasn't gonna show up right when it started, you know, that's kind of weird. So we find a parking spot and then we head to the party. Now, when I tell you I was wearing about yay high heels, they were like Ariana Grande heels, they were thigh high boots, y'all know them, and they were stiletto, like pointy. You know, y'all get the gist. So I was walking to the party. It was about like a 1-minute walk because of the parking. And when we get there, they say they can't allow anybody else in. Keep in mind, there was a whole bunch of people waiting outside to get into the party, because he said in about an hour, they're going to be kicking out people and bringing more people in. And we weren't going to do that. So what did we decide to do? We decided to drink at the car. So we were like, while we wait, we're not going to sit out here in the cold. Let's go to the car. Let's sip our drinks, because we're already at the location and we're going to get crunk. We get back to the car and we are sipping, and we're just having a good time listening to some music. People are walking by, listening to the music, walk by, because they think they're going into the party, but bitch, no, you're going to wait outside. But we were chilling in the car. So we were chilling in the car, and then somebody runs up to the car. And this person, I know him from Instagram. We have mutual friends, and our whole friend group knows of this person, but we weren't aware that he was going to pop up on us. He literally ran up on us. Like, he ran to the car and then like said my name, and I was like fucking shook, because I was like tipsy. I was like, damn girl. So he links up with us, and he is basically doing the same thing that we were doing. We were walking back because we got denied entry, and he was like, there is a rave tonight, do you guys want to go? If you know me, girl, I'm always down for a rave. And he said this was a desert rave, and at this point we were all drunk as fuck, so we were like, oh my god, let's do that. So this rave was in the desert, and if you guys did not hear me before, I was wearing heels, so I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? I had some Adidas socks in the car, which was what I was wearing with my boots, and I was like, okay, fuck it, you know, I'm drunk as fuck. I don't know what was going on in my head, because all I remember is I had no shoes on by the time I woke up. I decided, since it was sand and we were in a little desert scenery, I was just gonna wear my long socks with my outfit that I had. Drunk Jazlynn is the right Jazlynn, but she doesn't make the best decisions when she's drunk. I'm sorry. That is just what it is what it is. So we follow the kid to the rave. It is not that far. So we follow him to the rave, and it is not that far from the party that we were at. So we were like, okay, great. We had to literally drive in the rocks, and it was just like a whole mess just to get inside. If you have been to any of the desert raves, you know you have to be in the woodworks and driving all types of crazy. Bitches' tires be popping, bitches' titties be bouncing. I know y'all niggas like that when you in the car with them. I know. It is just a hop, skip, and jump to get to the desert rave. So we eventually made it to the rave, and once we got there, shit got crazy. I'm just gonna put some clips right here.
Wait, do that again. She snatched no one's wig off. Oh my god! Oh my god! Jazlynn! Jazlynn! Oh, I'm so sorry, wrong person. Jazlynn!
Yeah, as y'all can see in this clip, I'm gonna just pause it if it's still playing, but if it stopped playing, let's get into it. My wig came off. I am a rager. I like to headbang, and if y'all don't know what that is, it's just headbanging to, bitch, the pee. The fuck? But anyway, so I was headbanging and my wig came off, and I dipped. I did the dash. Bitch, I ain't beat that case. Bitch, I did the race, girl. So my wig came off, had 30 inches. I ran into the desert, put it back on. I don't really remember much that was going on, so I just have a whole bunch of clips. I'm just going to be playing them throughout the video. But that night, when I tell you I was a mess, it was just too much, and we kept on sipping, kept on smoking. throughout the night. So at this point, me and Mario are too faded, so we all decide to head home. And when I tell you, it was a struggle to get home. We made it to like gas stations. I don't even know how I got to a gas station. Me and Michaela were in the bathroom at one point. I had no wig on, as you guys can see in the clip here.
Oh, look at my legs. Yes, I told you.
Yeah, her legs were fucked up. When I tell you that rave was crazy, my socks were fucked up. I had no wig on. The wig was in the car. I'm so glad somebody like grabbed the wig, because that's an expensive wig, and I'm glad that one of my friends just took it and put it in the car. So I don't know how we got home, but we got home. And so this is what occurred once I ended up getting home with my friends. I'm gonna just have y'all watch the clips.
Hold my back, hold my back.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay, it's okay. We gotta throw up sometimes.
Go ahead, it's okay.
We gotta throw up sometimes. I'm good. And that's how you do it.
Your bitch was a mess. She was throwing up everywhere, and my drunk ass didn't know that something was wrong at the time. I guess I was just like throwing up just to throw up. I didn't know nothing was wrong. I just knew I was feeling right. I was like, I'm good to go. I'm okay. But my friends ended up taking me into the room, and I wanted to smoke again. So I sat on the floor, wig cap and all. My forehead is big. Don't pay attention to this part of the clip. Don't pay attention to my forehead. I'm getting the forehead surgery. This is not the forehead that's in the video. Be mindful, be graceful, and be classy. Don't hate on me, but I was trying to roll a blunt while drunk as fuck.
Just get up. I can't.
I'm uncomfortable.
My friend Jazlynn is freaking out.
Oh my.
Dude, is she making out with this blunt?
Yeah, so that happened, and I guess I fell. There was drinks everywhere. All my makeup was messed up on the floor. So I guess we smoked that blunt, and I was out like a light. I don't remember anything after that, but when I woke up, Lord, it was hell. I'm only assuming that I woke up a few hours after I fell asleep, because I woke up around, I guess, 7 or 8 in the morning, profusely throwing up. I was literally like the Exorcist. I was talking to the guy that I am talking to at the moment on the phone, and he was trying to help my best friend Mario, because I was literally in this bed throwing up everywhere. Like my stomach, I couldn't move my body. Like I had no senses in my body. I couldn't lift a finger. All I was just throwing up. Like that's what it was. I was just profusely throwing up, and he was helping my best friend Mario, who's like, call the ambulance. And Mario was indecisive on calling the ambulance, because he was like, oh my God, I really need to help her. So he was like, do I call? I need to call her mom. So he called my mom, and she was just like, call the ambulance, like just call them. And then they call the ambulance. At this point, I am naked. My tits are out. Because I fell asleep with no clothes on, my tits were out. And down there, I had a thong on. Don't think wrong. I had a thong on because I wasn't about to be naked around Mario. But I was just... But at this point, I have fell off the bed, and I was face first, tits on the floor, squished. And I was still throwing up on myself. That's the point I was at. I tried to get up, and that's what happened. And so the ambulance come, and they don't even pick me up. They're like, you have to get up, you have to get up, you need to put on clothes yourself. And I couldn't move my body. I'm sorry, like I was just throwing up. So I was like, I can't do that. And like Mario was trying to put some shorts on me, and it was just a whole mess. I had no wig on, no wig cap on, so you can see my dusty ass bumblebee braids up in there. You guys are gonna see some clips in a little bit, but I was fucked up. I do recall a little bit of the ride in the ambulance truck. Mario was in the front seat with the other guy, as the other guy was helping me in the back. I was just throwing up still everywhere. I didn't know where I was. I still couldn't really remember too much, because I don't know what was happening with my body. It was just like shut down, and all I remember was just like there was people around me, and I was just looking around throwing up. That's all I remember. But we eventually made it to the hospital. They put me in my little room, and my mom showed up, thank God. Mario was right next to me the whole time, thank God for him. They're just putting IVs in me. I still was having a hard time just focusing on anything. I was just not okay. I couldn't drink, my mouth was just parched. I was just going through it. I was having breathing moments. I would just breathe really, really fast, and I couldn't catch my breath. It was just like really, really bad. It was just bad, and they just had to I guess they had to detox me. But in that process, I wasn't aware that I was prone to seizures. In the process of her giving me my IV and taking my blood, all I really remember is looking up at the light, because I do not like looking at the doctors when they're putting anything in my arms. I just don't like needles in general. It gets me squeamish, so I look at anything to distract me. I was looking up at a light on the roof, and it was like this type small, and it was just a little spotlight just to give some light in the room. But I was staring at it for a while, and then I had a seizure. Now I know a lot of you guys are probably going to be like, this is not true, this is false, but it actually did happen. My mother ran out of the room. My best friend was sitting right next to me as it was happening. I do in a way wish he recorded it, but at the same time I'm glad he didn't, because if something bad would have happened, that would have just been pretty uncomfortable to have as a filmed document. I really don't know what happened, how they like stopped it, but all I remember was her telling me, you can't be doing that. And I really don't know what I was doing, because I was just looking at the roof and then I just spazzed out. That's all I really remember. So that kind of just was all I remember from waking up from whatever I was going through. I don't know if I was like asleep. I really need to look up seizures, because this was my first episode. So yeah, now that I know that I'm prone to it. So the doctors got me right. They said that it was a mixture between alcohol poisoning, and we ended up eating the whole bag of edibles all to ourselves throughout the night. And we finished it, and that was bad, as well as smoking, and just mixing all that together and doing way too much of it was the issue. So they detoxed me, and I was in the hospital for about 4 hours, I believe. It was all morning, and I got home and I still chilled with Mario because he was there by my side the whole time. I couldn't love him enough. He's the best. That is what happened Halloween night. And I know I'm gonna probably get hate comments and saying, oh, you're a bad influence, but hey, I learned my lesson. I learned from my mistakes, and it is a story time for you guys nonetheless. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys did like the story time. Make sure to follow all my social medias. Links will be right here or down in the description box below. It is an easier way for you. But without further ado, I love you guys with all my heart. Peace, love, and dildos. Bye, guys.